My daughter encouraged my wife to find herself. What she found destroyed everything. It started with laughter, a sound I hadn't heard from her in years. I was coming home late, same as always, headlights cutting through the drizzle that smeared the city's tired glow. Through the window I saw them, my wife and daughter, sitting cross-legged on the living room floor, faces lit by phone screens, wine glasses half full. Laughter. Sharp, careless, young. I froze at the door, not because of the joy, but because of what followed. My daughter said, "You should just do what makes you feel alive again, Mom. You've spent your whole life taking care of Dad. Do something for yourself for once." Something in the way she said it made my stomach twist. And the look my wife gave her, quiet, thoughtful, dangerous, I'd seen that look before. Years ago, when she first started pulling away. I didn't go inside right away. I watched, listened, and I realized that I was witnessing the beginning of something that would break us all. Over the next few weeks, she changed. Little things. A new perfume, longer walks, phone face down during dinner. She started saying things like, "I need space," and "You don't really see me anymore." I didn't argue. I just listened, observed, because arguing never brings truth. Silence does. My daughter was proud. "Mom's finally living a little," she said. She joined that self-growth group I told her about. A group. That word stuck with me. I began noticing a pattern: late-night calls, sudden trips to yoga classes that ended near midnight, the same name popping up on her notifications, Ethan. The first time I saw it, I told myself it was harmless, a friend, a colleague. The second time, I felt the cold crawl up my spine. By the third, I stopped making excuses. She was slipping away. And my daughter, she was helping her. I started documenting everything, quietly. I mirrored her phone backups, tracked her location, checked receipts, timestamps, camera logs. Every evening I'd come home and sit in the dark, reviewing footage. A husband turned investigator. There was no rage, not yet, just calculation. One night she came home late, hair messy, smile trembling. I asked how the class was. She said, "Transformative," and I almost laughed. My daughter kept saying she looked free. I looked at her and saw someone rehearsing lies. Days turned into weeks. I learned patience. Every truth reveals itself. You just have to stop chasing and start watching. And one Friday night, it did. She told me she'd be at a wellness retreat, 3 days out of town. I kissed her cheek, told her to have fun, then followed her car an hour later. She wasn't going to a retreat. She was going to a rented cabin with Ethan. I didn't storm in. That would have been too easy. Instead, I parked half a mile away and watched. Through trees, through shadows. When she stepped out of the car, laughing, glowing, alive, I realized how long she had been dead inside this marriage. And maybe I killed that part of her. But that didn't make this right. I filmed them. Just enough. Proof, not revenge. Not yet. Then I drove home, made coffee, waited. When she returned 2 days later, she was quiet. Guilt wrapped around her like perfume. That night, as she showered, I printed the photos and left them on her pillow. No note, no words, just images. She found them after midnight. I pretended to sleep. The silence that followed was heavier than any scream. In the morning she tried to speak. Her voice cracked. "How long have you known?" I said, "Long enough." She began to cry, not out of love, but out of exposure. The kind of tears people shed when the mask slips and the audience sees their real face. "I didn't mean for this to happen," she whispered. I smiled. "I know," I said. "That's why it did." Then I gave her a folder, bank statements, property documents, custody papers, everything already arranged. I had spent the last month preparing this moment, quietly removing her from every piece of my life. She realized then that I wasn't angry. I was done. And that terrified her more than anything else. I moved out a week later. My daughter blamed me, said I overreacted, that mom made a mistake. I didn't argue. She was too young to see the full truth. That her words, her encouragement, had set this in motion. Maybe she'll understand one day. Maybe she won't. I live alone now. My apartment is cold, efficient, silent. I like it that way. Sometimes late at night, I play that video I took of them laughing, my wife and daughter, on the floor, wine glasses shining in the soft light. It reminds me of the moment before everything broke. The moment I still believed that love could survive secrets. It couldn't. Because once someone finds themselves, you realize they were never looking for you.